My people, my people, my people. You won't believe what is coming. You will not believe this message. In Mandera, vitu ziko, ziko fire because kuna new forces, Jubaland forces, wamekita kambi pale na wamesema watoki, and these guys, they are being protected by William Samoei Ruto because the president is the head of state and is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. And you see, I can't sit here and tell you that KDF cannot go there and chase them. They can go there na wafukuze, lakini hawajapata hiyo command. And now we are closing in to this issue, and you are almost determining, tunaenda kujua kwa nini Ruto ameweka wale watu pale, because this is Kenya and the president swore pale Kasarani akasema kwamba he will protect this nation because he's the commander in chief. He will make sure that Kenya imeheshimika because Kenya is a sovereign state. That is the truth. Now, you won't believe this, guys. Remember, Ruto is using so many ways of winning the next elections. And this issue, nasemekana, it is part of Ruto's, re-election bid. Because, truth be told, Ruto mwenyewe amejua kwamba Wakenya hawezi mpea kura. Amejua hiyo kitu. He knows very well. He is a consumer of intelligence. And he knows more than even all of us that he can't win the next elections. And now, Gachagua's lawyer, Ndegwa Njiru, anasema hivi, hebu sikiza. Ruto plans to use Jubaland forces to delay 2027 elections. Hey, my friend. Ruto plans to use these forces to delay 2027 elections. Of course, I'm sure you want to ask me how is Jubaland forces, got to do with elections. Sikiza msichana akiongea. Anaongea vizuri sana, hebu msikize.
Lafu, kazi ya NIS kwa nchini gani? NIS wako na kierere ya kujua mali Sophia anaishi, mali Ndiangui anaishi, mali Mwabili huko. Lakini hawana kierere ya kujua that Kenya kuna Jubaland forces. Murkomen, tupima sana. Umetupima ukatuambia ati you guys have no idea ati Jubaland wako Kenya. Murkomen, you must go. Adendwale, you must go. You guys are taking us for fools. Jubaland forces needs to be taken out of Kenya because you know what the government plan is? To take us into war, to ensure that they push the elections, to ensure there are no elections in Kenya, for them to call a state of emergency and say Kenya is unstable and we can't have an election. Tumewaonia 18 na hatutakubali hiyo story. Murkomen, Jubaland forces are in Kenya. NIS is the most toothless, useless institution in Kenya.
Yes, umesikia. There's this thing about state of emergency. Okay, it's something that is so difficult to grasp because ni kitu moja very crazy. Like the president would want this nation to be in war, ama in fear, ama in whatever, like Somalia. You see, in Somalia elections wanafanyika vipi kama Kenya? Kule wanga ni vita. President anapangwa before even elections, Pale you don't say anything. In fact, the Somalian National Army is the one that determines who is the next president in Somalia. So the same thing applies here because we've seen Ruto having close relationship with Somalia, prime minister, leader, and of course, usually this head of states, they usually share ideas. Yeah, wanna share ideas. And zake, oh my guy, how can I win the next elections? Wasa wanataki bana, pay tips. Then they be given the tips. And of course, someone like Ruto who is actually thirsty in power, because the truth is Ruto is thirsty in power, hungry in power. He can't really hand over the sword to Gachagua. In fact, Emi anasema vizuri, hawezi hand over sword to Gachagua. He said that himself. No. And of course, this confirms that these forces are there purposely. And it is being said that they've been there since 2023. And maybe the president not using, because there's even a time the president actually announced that he's going to give 2 million IDs to Somalians. And people said that, why do you risk? Because Somali, Al-Shabaab. When you do that, you're risking Al-Shabaab kuja Kenya, terrorists wamaliza watu. And some even said that William Ruto was trying to do this so that he can replace the lost vote za Mount Kenya. And of course, I can go with that because Mount Kenya imesema I'm paying 6 million votes. And of course, as the president, you have to panic because time is running. You see, we are only left with next year. Then we are headed to the next elections. Time inakimbia, guys. Time inakimbia. The president pia anakimbia. Yeye pia anakimbia. Because anajua vizuri, Gen Z's, pay slip holders, kila mtu anamngojea kwa debe. And truth be told, if this election is free and fair, William Ruto will be home before you know it. That's the reality on ground. And now, Gachagua amesema kwamba,
na mimi nilisema iko shida kwa Mandera ya usalama na mambo ya magaidi. Wakanipigia kelele, hata wakasema ati nishikwe nikirudi. Sasa ile nilisema kila mtu anasema namna hiyo. Majeshi kutoka Jubaland wamevamia Kenya, wako pale Mandera. Na hao viongozi ya Mandera hakuwa naongea mpaka nikaongea. Saa hii waziri wa usalama anasema ati lazima wafanye uchunguzi. Sasa uchunguzi gani na hiyo watu wamekuwa hapo mwezi mbili? Hata waziri wa usalama hana habari hii watu iko Kenya. So tunauliza senator wa Mandera, wewe hapana ongea ukiwa Nairobi. Nimekusikia ukiongea jana na ni vizuri. Enda uongee ukiwa kwa ground ukisaidia watu yako. Ndio hao magaidi watolewe pale. Na wewe waziri wa usalama unashindana na governor. Governor ako kwa ground. Governor anasema iko magaidi Kenya. Wananchi wanasema iko magaidi Kenya. Kwa hivyo mimi nataka nihakikishie watu ya Mandera, sisi tutawatetea. Mimi nikiwa kiongozi wa Kenya nitamtetea nyinyi kwa sababu iko shida pale, wameua watu 5, wamejeruhi watu 7. Shule imefungwa, iko hali ya taharuki na lazima tutetee watu ya Mandera. Lazima hawa askari waondoke Kenya, warudi kwao. Ndio sisi tuweze kutembea na shida zetu.
William Ruto is keeping Jubaland forest there. And in fact he said that he had warned people and now we are seeing 5 people dying in Mandera. 5 people died in Mandera. Okay? And of course they're seeing massive protests in Mandera. And of course some people argue that, oh, these things is political, because I even saw Robert Alai saying that it should be political, there's nothing like this. But now, the issue is, why can't you go and talk to Mandera? Because Mandera pale, why not wanna feel the effect? Because they're saying that, awezi lala, bunduki zinalia, kila mahali, even the governor and the senator, Ali Roberts, Ruto's man, Ali Roberts senator wa Mandera, na ni mtu Ruto. Lakini anasema kwamba ni kubaya huko hivyo.
In Mandera have tried to hide that and denounce, saying the statement that was given by the governor is not true. Hiding the truth of the presence of Jubaland forces within Mandera town is like hiding the sun using your hands. We are here to give an enforcing press statement on the alarming situation in Mandera, the presence of foreign forces occupying our town.
So you can't say that these people, okay, political. What politics is this? Is it? Because they can't fight Ruto. This is just a senator. How can Al Roba fight Ruto? It's not possible. They're just actually reporting what's on the ground. Anyway, that's aside. No, do you really believe that mambo ya state of emergency is true? Because honestly, I can't say that it's true, but it's having a strong point. The president is planning to actually cause kuna chaos. Ngami inasemekana. I don't have a lawyer, so don't say that. I'm not saying that. Okay? I'm not the one who said it. I'm just saying what the people are saying. State of emergency, so that the next elections, Kenya will confused. Then what happens? Ruto takes it. And they put on a silver platter. Unaget? Kama unakula pleo na nyama. Very easy, very smooth. That's what's being said. Tell me what to think. Do you think it's making sense to you? Comment then, tell me. And of course, this is your opinion. You are free to drop your opinion. Don't insult. Thank you. If you love politics, then Dr. Politica is your cup of tea. The place for minds that think. If you are watching this from anywhere else, search the name, hit subscribe, and stay sharp with us. Thank you for making Dota Politica your home for fearless political truth. Every view, every like, every share fuels the fire behind the hours of research, filming, and editing we pour into each episode. By showing up consistently, you don't just support a channel, you empower a voice. In a world ruled by headlines, spin, and power games, you remind us that real people still care about real facts. We are here to inform, inspire, and ignite critical thinking, not just for today, but for generations to come. You are not just a viewer, you are the reason this platform exists.